give an opportunity for someone to read text messages and questions, and then we'll give you another 10 to 15 minutes to address the issues that will come up. But we're really privileged to have you, and thank you very much. Have the platform.
Thank you, my brother, for giving me the opportunity to talk to our people, to know what is happening in Ghana now. Well, when we talk about the sale of 60% of Senate's interest in 4 of their hotels, people say that it dates back to 2012. Yes, we have members of organized labor on the board, and it is not like members have not spoken about it, but it's not everything that will be put in the public domain. Knowing very well the sensitivity of SNIT and its matters, I don't want to believe it's everything that you bring it out to the public. Either than that, people will lose interest in even putting in their money over there. SNIT, per the law, happens to be the basic pension for all workers. For that matter, that is tier 1. And so if the basic pension has issues, then you know the working class will also have problem. What is fact that up to a certain number of years it may not be able to have money to pay beneficiaries. Well, let's look at all these issues. Then the topic for the day has to do with the fact that SNIT, and for that matter the board, having discussed that some of these hotels are not doing well, decided to sell some percentage or 60% of their interest. Well, I want to believe that people who follow labor and labor issues know that during the May Day, the Secretary General, speaking to the President and the whole nation, told the President that we have a lot of issues to engage the President himself. Having said that, we made all the efforts. When I say we, I'm talking of organized labor. We made all the efforts to meet the President and speak to him about this. When our reps on the board realized that what they had discussed was not what was going to happen, they informed organized labor. The leadership of organized labor went to the board, engaged the board. Yes, the board chair made it known to the leadership of organized labor that the reps on the board have shown their dissatisfaction on the transaction, and for that matter, they were going to take a second look. But our position was made very clear that we will not support the sale of these hotels. There has been argument that these hotels are not doing well, and that is why they have to sell their interest. Well, yes, for all these years when they realized it was not doing well, they set up a team to look at least one of them to see how it can be revamped. That is Labadi Beach Hotel. When they changed management and they did the restructuring, today Labadi Beach is making profit. Why is it that they can't replicate same in the other hotels and make sure that it is also running? Let's take it that even the sale agreement as they put in there was going to work. The financial advisors advised the people. Is that what they were doing? No. So if they had agreed on a figure and the financial advisors said that if they have to pay outright, that is okay, why did the terms change? Why was the board or all the members of the board not taken into consideration when these matters were being discussed. What happened? Finally, we met the president and we discussed with the president how organized labor was dissatisfied with the issues. Well, people are raising issues of whether it is legal or not. Well, for the position of labor, we are saying that even if it is legally right, morally it is wrong. Yes, we know that replicating what happened at Labadi Beach Hotel, these hotels would do well. Consider that this agreement was going to go through. You are saying these hotels are not doing well. Well, it is true. Some of these hotels are not doing well. If you want to sell it, you said, okay, the person should pay 50% and spread the rest over 3 to 5 years. So the person should come and operate the hotels, make profit and use the profit to pay you. Is that what you are telling Ghanaians? Well, also, you said that the money that you are going to get, you are going to put part of that money back into the hotels to revamp the hotels. So you want to revamp and give it to a private person to make private profits? Is that what you are telling us? Well, as workers, all that we are saying is anytime pension money or contributions are made, it is vested in the individual, the contributor or the beneficiary. So, SNIT money is not government money. Maybe people may get it wrong, but these monies belong to the workers. It belongs to contributors. It is contributors' money. If it is contributors' money, why can't we take over the management of these hotels? Why is it that we can't make the decisions that matters? Why should somebody make the decisions that matters for us as workers? We say we want to take the destiny into our own hands. Let the records be straightened. And we all know that even if it's about shareholding, the one who has the biggest shares has the biggest say. But this, yes, government has interest because government is the biggest employer. And for that matter, they want to make sure that employees get better pensions. Government has a role to play. But the owners are there. The board is skewed towards government. Government appoints the board, government appoints management, and for that matter, whatever government says, that is what the board want to do. Today, workers want to tell whoever the hands be that we are capable of doing what we know best doing. Yes, power resides in the people. Today, how many people go home with good pensions? Yes, we know pensions are low because salaries are low, but we want to believe if SNIT manages our monies well, people can go home with decent monies. Yes, because it's a defined benefit. There's a formula that defines what you get. But today, how much is the lowest pension? We want to believe that these monies can be upped a little to make people who have retired better off. As we are working, yes, we know our pay or our money's salaries cannot take us home. But what contributors get is woefully inadequate. What can be done? There need to be major reforms. Yes, people are saying that the reforms will take time. We are all in Ghana. When the Act 766 was passed, when people were going to get benefits on it, it took about 1 week for the amendment to be made. Why can't we make the amendments now? Why can't we use 1 week? The same 1 week that was used to amend Act 766. Can we even extend it to 1 month? Can we extend it to 2 months? And who says it can't be done? There is, wherever there is a will, there is a way. If we want to do it, we can do it. I know as labor, we are still meeting ourselves together. Yes, the strike was declared when The person who was believed to be buying said he is no more interested. Senate board also came out to say that they are no more selling it. Workers, we have to be vigilant and make sure that nothing else is done. Yes, we are saying that let the Senate board replicate whatever they did with the Labadi Beach, and it is working now. It is also possible. We also have on record that the committee from the board that were made to have oversight responsibility on the restructuring was even headed by a member from organized labor. We are ready to provide the solutions if only we'll be listened to. We are ready to lead the change. We are ready to lead the reforms. Please and please, let no one say that we don't have a stake. We have the biggest stake as workers. The monies belong to us. Tomorrow, I am working today. Tomorrow, I'll be a retiree. And when I am on retirement, that is the money. If that money is not being managed well today, tomorrow, where would I be? Where will my benefit come from? Where are we heading towards? As workers, everybody must be interested in what happens over there. Not only with SNET, but also with Tier 2 and any other form of pension. Let us develop the interest. Let us be reading about it. Let us be listening to our board members. When they give us the briefing, let us be listening to. People were saying our board members were not briefing us. They have been briefing us. And that is why we have taken this action. We will put ourselves together as workers and work to make sure that we protect the interest of workers.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. OWUSU, sir. We've heard you very well on your presentation. Perhaps it will be important to clarify. We understand that organized labor is still insisting that the board chair of Senate has to resign, and that also they are demanding a complete dissolvement of the entire board, because of the posture that they have taken in the past. It will be important for us to listen to you on to what extent, is the organized labor pushing these demands. But I'll open up the floor and let's listen to our studio audience. If there are any questions, if there are any comments, we'll be glad to take them. Okay, so 1 and then 2. Okay, take the microphone.
Good evening, studio audience and viewers up there. We are very grateful for the concise statement you made on the Senate issue. But there's one thing I just want to find out, make sure. It seems as if this current government, this current leadership, the NPP administration, don't really have the interest of the workers, the masses. Because for some time ago, we were made to understand that about 8 months contributions of workers still have not been paid to SNET. So we just want to find out if this arrangement has been settled. And I think we're all happy when SNET, when the Labour Front decided to go for it, but all of a sudden you withdrew. So are you going to still maintain the stance that the leadership of SNET should be changed? I think that is all that for you. Thank you.
Hello, good evening, comrades and friends, and the audience. My name is Azuma Besori. What I want to find out is the sale of our hotels is not done today. Every day they keep on blaming the previous government. If you blame the previous government of doing something and you have come to power, do you still do the same thing? You blame NDC for doing certain things, and then you came in and you are doing the same thing. Is it not the same thing? For example, we have state hotels. We used to have Continental Hotel. We had Star Hotel. We had curtain rest houses. They've all been gone due to negligence of our institutions, the labor unions. If our labor unions were very active, very proactive, they would have sold all those things to some private people. Go to Tamale curtain rest house. Grass is overgrown. Bogatanga curtain rest house. Grass is overgrown. And these curtain rest houses were built mainly for our ministers. Nkrumah built them for our ministers, so that when they go, they don't need to go to private hotel and rent and pay for that and pay for the private hotels to make money. And today we have private hotels making money. When they have a program in Accra, they go to Kofredua Hotel, one hotel there, a private hotel there to sit down there and deliberate and make money and pay money there, leaving our hotels, leaving our state hotels. Why is it that the union is not acting on that? For me, it's the union. I'm a union. I'm an activist of the union, and I'm activist of the union. Activist of the union. I'm a unionized. I'm a socialist. I'm a social democrat of the union and listen. So what I'm saying is that it is the union that has failed our country. And if the union has failed the country, it is we the masses who will wake up to ensure that the union come to the feet of the workers, so that we don't have private hotels being used by ministers. I'm a minister going to Kumasi for a meeting. I should go and sleep in the government bungalow, so I don't pay money to a private person to make money. And that is why we have given that room, and that's why that man, that so-called man in America who has gone there to become somebody, and then coming to buy the hotels to make money out of it. And for me, if you like me, I can lead the demonstration today, tomorrow. 1% demonstration, I can do that. With my good friend who is sick now. I'll call on my good friend and we'll all lead a demonstration to ensure that we have a decision. Because the government is cheating us. The government is cheating us. All right, fine. I'll soon finish. The government of Akufo-Addo is cheating us. He has seen that he has bought the labor union. Ban the union. Let me finish this one before I sit down. Because ban the union paid his school fees to go and become somebody to go and get that doctorate degree. I'm telling you, master's degree. The union, trade union paid for him to become a doctor, and he doesn't fight for the workers. What do you do? And then you want us to have listen demonstration. I can lead the demonstration tomorrow. Listen. Thank you so much.
All right. Now I'm going to call Senior and Junior Johnson to read some of the comments and questions that we have on social media before I call our lead discussant to address the issues that have come up. Junior and Senior Johnson.
Thank you very much, Comrade Blaze, and good evening once again, our special viewers. I'll be taking a few comments from our various social media channels, and I'll be taking a few from Facebook. And this person says, General Secretary, thanks for the initiative. And this from Mensa, he says, we also deserve the 1 week law. Well, this Hussein, and he says it's important to shed light on the Snake Hotel saga. Transparency is crucial for the public trust. This is also from Rhoda. She says, kudos to the program for addressing the labor unrest. Workers' rights needs to be a priority. That's from Rhoda. Great discussion on emerging matters. It's essential to stay informed and on these issues. This is from Abraham Asante. This person also says, her name is Gladisa. She says, I appreciate the deep dives into the SNIT Hotel saga. We need more programs like this. Okay, stay tuned, then we'll bring you more of this. This says, the labor unrest segment was very enlightening. It's time to address workers' concerns seriously. This is from Setrufia Gertrude. She says, thank you for discussing the issues surrounding the SNIT hotels. Public awareness is key. This is from Julius Ej Frimpong. He says, emerging matters like this needs more attention. Thank you for an informative show like this. And he says, thanks for bringing this to the forefront. This is from Conrad Sean. He says, the discussion on SNIT hotels was very insightful. Public entities must be held accountable. This from Abigail from Kumashi. She says, labor unrest is a complex issue. The show made it seem too straightforward. Well, I don't really think so, but then this also from Favor. She says, not enough diverse opinions were featured on the emerging matters. I think our guests to come back and address them again. This says, emerging matters were glossed over. More focus and specifics would improve the program. Okay, thank you. This from Cecil. He says, this show is doing a great job by highlighting important national issues. Keep it up. Thank you very much, Cecil. I'll take a few more and then I'll be done. This is from Reinhard Abu. He says, great to see a balanced discussion on the SNIT Hotel saga. Transparency and accountability matters. Kudos to this program. And maybe one last one and I will be done. He says, kudos to the program for addressing the labor unrest. Workers' rights needs to be a priority. I think there are a few more messages coming in, so let me just quickly take that and I'll be done. Well, this person didn't add her name, but she says, good evening to you all and thank you for this opportunity. My name is Ansa Freeman Boedu. I want to ask General Secretary how his appointments made onto the board, because since Mr. Osafo became a board chair, this is where all this wahala is happening. Why can't the other labor unions have a say in terms of the appointment? This person says, we are disappointed our pension is bad and I'm taking this again. It says, we disappoint our pension is bad and I'm not getting the construction of this message. Well, thank you very much once again, our viewers, and please stay tuned all the time. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Johnson. I'll call our lead discussants to address some of the issues that have come up. Yeah.
Thank you, my brother, and thank you, viewers. I have also heard that people are calling for the dissolution of the board or the leadership of SNIT. As organized labor, we have never placed that on the table. Like I said, organized labor is putting together a technical team, and that technical team is going to highlight all the issues surrounding our pensions and put them before the right courtesies for address. Well, we have also seen people calling for that. Well, I can't stand here and speak for organized labor on that matter, but all that I know is that we are putting up a technical team, and the technical team will put all our issues together and will lay it appropriately before whoever needs to take action. Then my brother also spoke about the delay in paying of contributions. Yes, government is owing SNIT so much, and it is also believed that if government pays SNIT what it owes and they are able to do prudent investments, then definitely we know that pensions will be improved. We are also talking about the leadership of SNIT be changed. Yes, I think I have addressed that issue. A blame game of politicians. Let everybody know that trade unions, we are not politicians, and we are not backing any political party, and we don't want to be drawn into any politics, but we serve our people. And who are these people? Workers. What workers say is not good is what we will say as leaders, but we will not sing and dance to the tune of any political party. If they are doing their blame game, let it be there. Whichever party is in power, whatever we say wrong, we will say it as it is. Yes, a lot of people have spoken about labor being proactive instead of being reactive. Yes. If my brother says unions have failed the whole country, well, how do I accept this statement? But it is something that people are talking about. If for nothing at all, today people are seeing the awakening of class consciousness, and we know the power of labor. Because if we have been able to put ourselves together to fight this, and we have been successful, I want to believe on other issues, if we get ourselves together, we will achieve more than we have achieved in the past. So, from today, organized labor, we are saying we are there to serve our people, and we will do that. My brother said that the government has bought the unions. I don't want to believe so, and I can't accept this. No government has bought any union member or the leadership of labor unions. We have all been in the country. During the DDEP, we said no to our pensions, and today pensions have a better deal in the DDEP. So we can't accept the fact that we have not done anything within the period. If from Friday that we met and made our stance very clear, if just that very day things could change, from today we know that we have the power which we know or we have known all this period. Maybe we have failed to exercise that power very well, but from today we are telling everybody that we are up and we will not sleep. Yes, the whole deal has to be transparent, and our leadership needs to be accountable to us. Yes, I want to believe I share this view with the person who sent this comment. All of us, let's open our eyes very wide, and we will see what we need to do. Yeah, one of the comments was talking about the fact that we need to address workers' concerns. That is exactly what we are doing. I want to believe that if workers will also rally behind their leaders, we will try our best to steer their affairs to where they want it to be. Yes, another person was of the view that maybe it started, or this whole thing started when Osafo Mafu Jr. was appointed Director General. Well, that is not the truth. This started long ago, but maybe it materialized during his period. But the person also said that I'm a board member of SNIT. No, I am not a member of the board of trustees of SNIT. But I know I speak for the voiceless, I speak for pensioners, I speak for workers, and I stand for workers' right. I think these are the comments that needs to be addressed for now. Maybe keep your comments coming in, and let's hear your voice and your thoughts as well. Thank you.
Okay, gradually we are wrapping the show, but just a little comment. You know, the lead discussion mentioned the DDR, the DDEP. Senate asserts that these hotels are not performing. And so the best way to, address this non-performance of these hotels is to sell them to private, so-called entrepreneurs. But we also know that the government has defaulted in its own debt repayment. So if we must transport their logic, we are going to say that then we should sell the government to private investors, So it just doesn't make sense at all. But the other important point that I have to make is that the enemy of the workers is not the labor front. The labor front and the workers are supposed to be working together towards drawing consciousness and ensuring that we can, be on the same page on what are the real issues and to confront them when we have to confront them. And that is what has happened in the past. The labor front and the working people of our country have always worked together in order to ensure the collective wishes and aspirations of our people. And this is what we have to work on. Of course, we all saw what happened on Friday. With one declare of a strike, everybody went panicking. Our responsibility is to ensure that we work very closely with the labor front and its leaders. We have to listen to them. What are the challenges that the labor front are facing? What are the concrete challenges that workers are facing? And the labor front are those that will let us understand what are the real issues of workers so that we can work together towards addressing those very important challenges. But let's keep the discussions ongoing. We are very, very happy about the stand that the labor front have taken and the successes that has been chalked over the last 3-4 weeks when this issue came up. It only shows that with collective determination, no government, no regime can, stampede on the wishes and aspirations of the working people of our country. We take sides. Our sides is with the working people of our country. We must continue to work towards achieving those aims. So on behalf of the Accra Collective and the Socialist Movement of Ghana and Pan-African Television, I'd like to thank Mr. OWUSU Ansah very deeply for taking up this platform today and sharing your perspective with us, sharing the perspective of the workers with us. We have always intimated that this is the platform of workers. Anytime we have people like you leading the Palaver, we are really impressed and it gives us a better understanding of our society. So thank you very much for coming, and we hope to see you again and again and again. I also like to thank the viewers who have sent in their comments, who have shared in their perspective. You are those that make up the platform. It is because of you that we do this every week on Wednesday, and continue to keep your dial on Pan-African Television. We have the best in sports, the best in entertainment, the best in news. And this is the television that takes the stand of the workers and espouse the wishes and aspirations of the working people. Thank you very much for keeping your dial with us. Let us continue to work together, and we'll see you again next week, Wednesday. It is bye-bye for now. Okay, thank you very much, Ross.